Welcome back everyone to another technical analysis, and we are back with Polkadot coin. Now, since last times when we checked the coin, we were in this region forming some sort of upward channel here. Then we had a quick liquidity sweep and a steady movement to the upper zones. It was towards the 200-ish EMAs on the daily time frame, yeah. So now, since then, price has fallen pretty hardly, and now we are back near this local supportive zone, which is one of the major areas for us as of now. So we have driven few like supportive area. This is like a liquidity sweep area. This is a local resistance line. This is the major resistance line or the neckline area where we formed the mark structure break and this big candlestick, which was actually I'm curious to see how many percentage it was dropping. So 37% for the 4 hour time frame candle is madness actually. And let me do like this. And lastly, of course, this bullish CME gap here, which is near the 7.5-ish area. Now, before we go to the smaller time frames to absorb the proper movement in this region where we expect the price to move towards at least this $4.33, as we see that the buyers are showing some sort of overtake here. But before that, what we are expecting also is, of course, as mentioned already, a movement here. Actually, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to take the arrows decline. Let's do like this, and this. So the key entry for the 4 hour time frames are first of all this area here, which is upon forming the break of structure near this area, and we see that buyers have fully maintained the dominance near this area. We would aim for the price to reach this $5.4 area, and risk and reward ratio, I haven't checked it yet, but stop loss has to be slightly below this area, and target is not this high but here. So 1 to 2 risk and reward ratio, not the greatest. I would even like narrow it down slightly here. Still 1.1 to 2 risk and reward ratio, not the greatest, but still pretty good position to take if we see the break of structure. Now, of course, if we see that we break from this area and we form some sort of local like bottom line here, then we can also drag the stop loss here. I think this would be even better because once we break this area back below, then of course we most likely hit a stop loss in this area. So in this case, risk and reward ratio is much better, so we would keep this that way for now. Now, once we reach this area, we would wait for a proper breakout, but of course you can take the smaller trade from here, again, towards this additional 12%, or just keep this target area here and with time just move the stop loss higher, while taking the profits on the way as well. And of course, this would be the final target for us. I think there is bullish CMA gap here as well. Yep, this one, pretty big one. I think we mentioned it previously as well. I can't really remember, but nevertheless, a few things. Let me check. Let's put it this. Okay, actually, let's do it this way, just to give you a proper understanding. So this would be the main play. This would be the TP1 area. Take profit 1. Then this would be the take profit 2. And last would be this bullish CMA gap, not this one, but this one here. So 3-step setup for us. Now, before we finish this video, going to the 30-minute time frame where I want to show you that we recently formed decent breakout structure in this region. So we see that we had some struggle, now full breakout, now some sort of correctional movement, and buyers are now securing this point and showing further movement to the upper zones. Now, once we see a breakout from this region here, so let me go into the 5 minute time frame. Once we see the breakout from this region and buyers to take over this area, we would be looking for a further movement to upper zones with the risk and reward ratio being, let me check quickly. The target would be this region here. Stop loss would be somewhere in this area, slightly below this 100-ish EMA on the 30-minute time frame. So risk and reward ratio is 1 to 5 and still close to 1 to 5. Let's call it 1 to 5. But nevertheless, multiple potential trades that can be taken both on 30-minute time frame and 4-hour time frame. You decide yourself whichever you want to take. We are going to monitor as soon as we finish this video. We're going to keep monitoring this Polkadot coin and potentially open also a long position or at least put some sort of like limit order. So pretty long video, but that's it for today. As always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.